He was the kind of boy who talked to everyone. He laughed easily, made friends quickly, and never seemed alone. But there was one person he never truly noticed, the girl who sat quietly behind him in class. Every day, she watched him from the same seat. Not in a strange way, but in a gentle, caring way. She noticed the small things about him. The way he tapped his pen when he was nervous, the songs he hummed under his breath, and how he stared out the window whenever he looked lost in thought. The boy, however, was in love with someone else. He spent his days trying to impress that girl, hoping she would see him the way he saw her. The quiet girl behind him saw everything, his excitement, his hope, and eventually his heartbreak when the girl he liked chose someone else. When he was at his lowest, she stayed by his side. She listened to him after school, comforted him, and reminded him that he deserved better. To him, she was kind, supportive, and always there, but only as a friend. One day, he smiled at her and said, "Thank you for always being here. You're a really good friend." She smiled back, even though that single word hurt more than he could ever understand. Time passed and graduation finally arrived. There were pictures, laughter, and emotional goodbyes. The boy hugged his friends and promised to stay in touch with the people who meant the most to him. He never hugged her. To him, she had always just been part of the background, someone who was simply there. The next morning, he walked into class out of habit. For the first time, he turned around to say something to her, but her seat was empty, and in that quiet moment, he finally noticed the person who had never stopped noticing him.